going to we're going to try this again. Okay, I think I have sound. So let me look on here. So if you can see me and if you can hear me, you let me know if we've got sound. I'm not seeing anybody on here. I see one person. So what happened earlier is you can hear me now. I had to unplug my had to restart my computer and it still didn't work, and then I had to unplug my mic and then plug it back up. So that's good. That's good, you all. Let me hop over here to my YouTube channel on my cell phone. Okay, I can see myself. So what I think happened is they don't like this topic because something is going on, is what's happening. Something's going on, you all. If I can, I'm going to try to get that a tad bit. Let me see how that looks. No, I'm a little bit too dark in this. I'm trying to mess with this lighting because it's got a little bit too much lighting on it. You all just bear with me. I got too much light on my face. Sometimes this thing don't work. I think the battery is running out on it, is what I think, you all. You just wait right there. I want to see if this is any better. Well, I feel like this is a tad bit better for me, but I don't know how much better. Yes, you can hear me now. I feel better. I think I had too much light on me. Yeah. So you see the title of this. Are you feeling the emotional overload? Are your emotions in overload? I don't think this is an isolated event. If you're feeling emotionally drained and emotionally overloaded, I do not think that this is an isolated event. I think that this is a global event that is occurring with a lot of people. I really do. Something is definitely going on. It is. Something's going on, you all. And it's global. That's what I've got to say. It is global. There shouldn't be everything going on that's going on in the world. This is what it feels like. Let me tell you what it feels like. I'm gonna come over here because I can. I'm gonna tell you what it feels like. It feels like you've got all of this energy, and all of this negative energy literally came flooding through like a big old tidal wave. Like a tidal wave of negative energy came through within the past day or so, few days. It came through and literally crashed into our world, our lives, and literally put us into an emotional overload is what it's like. That's exactly what it feels like. An emotional overload. It's like things are hitting us. We're getting burdened down from the negative energy that flowed in, and it literally flowed in like a tidal wave, you all. That is the best way that I can describe it. A tidal wave has flowed in of negative energy, and I felt it. I felt it, and those around me felt it. I felt it yesterday. I felt it today, and it literally, it's not just me. I've talked to other people. They have felt it too. It's like it literally, it sideswiped us, came out of nowhere, boom, and it came rushing in like a tidal wave. And it's really nothing that we've done, nothing at all that we've done, but this negative energy is just like, it is way over the top. And you could compare it to being in a swimming pool. You're in the shallow end, and all of a sudden this is literally getting filled up with water, and you're having to hold your nose above the water to breathe. And or it's like somebody has put so much weight on your body, making you carry such heavy loads that you are literally going to break down from the weight of the load that you're carrying. Okay, this is global what's happening, and this is negative energy that was brought in. And I would not be surprised if CERN opened up the portal. And if CERN didn't do it, then we have some people who like to dabble in opening up portals to other dimensions to usher in negative, dark energy. They're playing with the darkness, you all. They're playing with fire to try to put out our light. The light of humanity. That is exactly what they're doing. They want to put our light out. So they let in all of this negative energy. I don't think it came from one location. I think there are points of energy, portals that have been opened up in the north, south, east, and west that literally have converged in all of those areas, and the energy has flowed to all of those areas and literally is attacking us humans. Okay, it's attacking our spirits. Okay, that's what I think is happening. It's attacking us. You can explain it like that. That's how I explained it, just like that. But yeah, it didn't come from one single location. It's coming from 4 locations. The energy is being brought in. It's being drawn in. It's being pulled in. And if you're feeling it, I just want you to know that you are not alone. I felt it. And you know what it did? I felt like I was getting sick. The energy was so intense. My body was literally feeling drained of its essence. I had to sit in the chair. And I thought, am I getting sick or something? Because that wave of energy hit me all of a sudden this evening. And my daughter said, Mom, I can make you some pine needle tea or something if you feel you're getting sick. She made it for me. I sat and drank it. After I sat there for a while, I started feeling better. But you all, something's going on. This is much more than what meets the eye, and you know it. There's even much more than what we think we know, or that we even got an inclination of knowing, any hints that we even think we know. It's even much greater than even the little bit of information that we have gathered on our own. It's so much greater. And if you're experiencing, and if you have been experiencing this emotional overload, and you're experiencing it now, if you're experiencing it in relationships, in any areas of your life, you share that. Okay, you share it, because I have a pretty good feeling that it's global. I really do. Just like we can share our energy. You can feel our energy on here when we're having, on the social media, we can feel each other's energy. Well, this other energy, negative energy, it's somebody let it in. And it was more than one area that energy got let in. It's a little hocus pocus going on, you all. That's what I think it is. A little hocus pocus. Yeah. But as long as we're aware of what's happening, I think we'll be all right. I really do. We've got to be aware of that this is spiritual, and this is negative energy that we're dealing with, especially if you are a spiritual being and you have a spirit inside this body. You're feeling it. You are. I don't think anybody's immune to it. I really don't. Let me look at these comments on here. If my phone don't want to straighten itself up. Yeah, we got to keep each other uplifted. Y'all, I'm thinking if I could, like, you know, how you bang your phone down right here, try to make it turn up in the right direction. That's what I'm trying to do. Yes, that's right. You all, Yeah, I was talking to a good friend on the phone, and they were experiencing something too. I said, no, wait a minute. I said, I think that, I said, I'm thinking you're blowing it way out of proportion because, you may thinking, well, you might have done something, but then you can't pinpoint what you've done. And the chances are, in reality, you ain't done one single thing, especially if people are acting strange and stuff, or people are acting standoffish, or you're trying to figure out what just happened in your world. Your world got turned upside down even more, and you're trying to figure out how that happened. Um, it's happening to everybody. Um, it's like the timeline shifted again. The energy shifted again. It's energy that is shifting, and it's different levels of it. It's different magnitudes, and it's affecting us in different ways. A part of me thinks that this energy is targeted to produce certain attacks upon our bodies. Okay, attacks upon our bodies. I'm being very serious. When you have these energies, and people let them in and create these energies, they're gonna make your bodies feel a certain way. Uh, and while they do it, you got some hitchhikers that come in from other realms, other dimensions. Now, this may sound strange to somebody, but that there are beings, other entities, and other dimensions that literally cross in and out of our reality, our dimension. They do. And they have a lot of negative energy with them. You could call them time travelers. You really could. Time travelers. Um, all this stuff may sound strange, but it's so real. Um, we just got to stay strong on the inside of here, you all. Very, very strong, or we're not going to make it. Okay, I'm not going to make it if I don't stay strong, if I don't keep my eyes open, and if I'm not aware. Am I talking too loud? Because I'm watching my microphone thing go down there, really going up in the red at times because I'm getting a little bit excited. Um, yeah. Oh, you feel it in your joints. Now, see, when you just said that, listen to this. It's only been, you're talking about feeling it in your joints. I've never had my joints ache. I haven't. But I think it started around 3 or 4 days ago. My hips, at times, they were aching, and I thought, what on earth is happening? I've never had that happen out of the clear blue. My hips, when I would get up to move, and I move around a lot, I started feeling the aching. So I'm thinking this energy, whatever it is, it's affecting our joints just like you said. Has anyone else felt that? Because this was a very first for me, and that just started happening a few days ago. And it's never happened to me. And I was asking my mom, I said, Mom, does your hips hurt or something? I know when people get older or something, they have their joints hurting, and hers ain't hurting. She has arthritis, but I don't have no arthritis. See, like, it's sporadic too. When when it would hurt, it lasts for maybe a minute or two, and then poo, it's gone. It wasn't really extreme. Maybe it was like a 2, but I thought, this is really weird for my body. It is weird for my body, and you may be experiencing things that are weird for your body too. Aches in your joints. And I was trying to figure out, I was thinking, do I have any joints right there in my hips? Something that's causing that? Am I getting arthritis? Because if I got arthritis, I think it wouldn't just go away like that within a minute or two. I don't think it would go away. I don't. Oh, my goodness gracious. Tired, negative, negative, negative. Let me see this. So, Samantha, we're tired of the negative energy that has been flowing. This old schematic. It's gotten to a point where the PPR, I don't know what the the people are really affected so badly by fear mongering. They're willing to, oh my goodness gracious, that's pretty sad. Hello, Polly. Oh, yeah. It is true. There's a lot of spasms and stuff. Yeah. Something something's going on, and it's global, and it's coming from the north, south, east, and west. It could even be coming up from underground also, the energy, and it's affecting people in different ways. And I wonder, when it affects people in different ways, is everybody getting affected in that way at the same time? That's what part of me wonders. Are you feeling the same thing that I'm feeling when I'm feeling it? Well, I know that we can all feel the emotional thing, or is the emotional stuff at one point, is it in one certain area, and then it's then moved to another one, or do you have them all experiencing all this emotional stuff all at once, and the aches and pains? Now, I used to talk to this woman. Well, I didn't used to talk to her. I used to listen to her long, long time ago. She swore up and down she was targeted by energy attacks. She did. I didn't know what she was talking about, and I thought she was kind of strange, but I'm sure that that negative energy can attack your body. It can, and having a negative effect on you. Um, I wish it wasn't like that. I really wasn't. I really wish it wasn't like that, you all. Let me see this. Bang, bang, mucka, bang. Look here. So I look down here and I see a bang, bang, mucka, bang. I started singing a bang, bang, mucka, bang song today. I did. After I got through doing a live video, I walked out on my porch and I was making a song a la bang, bang, mucka, bang. That's funny, you all. You got to be able to laugh. You really do. I thought it has a very good rhyme. I could do a dance to it too. I could sing us a bang bang mucka bang. I could repeat it over in different ways and then dance to it. Oh my goodness gracious. Yes. Oh my gosh, you all. Yes, hello. Oh, let me say this. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours, Lord. Gosh, you all. I'm getting. I can't quit giggling. We got to be able to laugh during times like this. We do. We got to have time. We got to make time to laugh and be happy. We do. We got to be able to do that, despite the negative tidal wave that came through. The negative emotional tidal wave that came washing through, hit us in from the north, south, east, and west. We got to be able to laugh. And just keep carrying ourselves, you all. It's very important because it's good to be having a happy heart. It is. It is like a medicine, you all. We can laugh in the face of that negative energy. It's like on the Lord of the Rings when he says, "Is this all you got?" Yeah, but no, it's not all they got. It isn't, you all. That is exactly right. It's not. Yeah. Amanda Lynn, yeah, it is real. The emotional feelings that you're feeling, and it's hard to describe, especially if you don't know where it's coming from. And you may know where it's coming from. A lot of people may know where it's coming from, but you're thinking, but it happened all of a sudden. And see, that's the thing. All of a sudden, out of nowhere. Boom. How can something have that much impact on humanity all at once, all of a sudden? I'll tell you how it can have that much of an impact all at once, all of a sudden. It's coming from the darkness. It's coming from the archons who never left this earth. They never left the earth. They didn't. They're running the show, the archons. This is archonic energy. And I've done a video on it. I think that they're paving the way for their overlord, the archonic overlord, to come and take over. That's what I think they're doing. It's not a story. It's not science fiction. It's real world. They are making a way for their master to come through because they want to get rid of humanity. They do. The darkness doesn't like it. These archons, they don't like humanity at all. In fact, they want their own race. They want their own race, and that's why they don't like humanity. They want to wipe humanity from the face of the earth. They don't want us having this spiritual connection within this body, okay? Our spiritual connection to a higher power. They don't want it because it's a threat to them. Our light shines way too bright. They can see our light, and they're trying their hardest to put our light out and to get rid of that connection that we have with God and with the spiritual realm. They want to sever the connection so that we can be more tame and that we can be just be. That's it. Just be. It's like this story about this fly and the Great Spirit. The only thing I remember about it is the Great Spirit said, okay, just be a fly, and the only thing you'll be able to say is buzz, buzz, buzz. That's all I remember about this story about the Great Spirit and the fly. And that was his response to the fly. All you'll be able to do is buzz, buzz, buzz. But yeah, we're under attack. Humanity is under attack. That spirit within you is under attack. Your light is under attack. There's a great push to put out your light, to put out the essence of who you are on the inside. If you're a spiritual being, they want to put your light out. They really do. You may not think they want to, but I'm telling you they want to, and you know they want to. Yeah. Let me look at this. Yes, they are. They working together. They got themselves an army. They're gathered together, their armies, and they're gathering more and more by the day. They're building their armies up. They'll have a whole lot more before it's all said and done, and they may even outnumber us. Chances are they're going to outnumber us, you all. They probably will when they bring in the demons from the other realms, the spirits, because here's what they want to do. See, if you can open up portals all around the world from the north, south, east, and west, you can let these demonic spirits, these entities come in, and you know what they'll do? They can take over human bodies. You need a warm body to take it over. They'll get into people. Now, you may say, Gina, don't be talking about spirits getting into people. Spirits do get into people. Okay, they do. They get into people, and that's where they live. They live inside of people. But I'm not going to get into that, you all. I'm just saying that there is a lot of negative energy that has flowed in, and it's been like an emotional tidal wave. It came out of nowhere, and it's literally attacking us emotionally, and it's very hard to bear. It's literally draining energy, what little energy we have yet let, and it's meant to break our spirits also, break us and crush our spirits. But we can't let it. We can't let them crush our spirits. We can't let this dark energy, the negative energy, crush our spirits inside us. And it's hard. It's hard to stand strong, especially when you feel like you're drowning in your emotions. It's hard to stay afloat, but you've got to fight back. You've got to stay afloat. You don't want to drown in them. You gotta get battle hardened. You gotta put on the armor of God. You've got to pray. You got to meditate if you want to make it. Yeah. And if you don't believe in any of that, then you do what you feel you need to do to make it, to stay strong and stand strong. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's hard to detach yourself from your emotions. I don't think it's that simple, because as long as you're living in this body, you're this spirit in this body, you're one with this body. You really are. What happens to this body happens to your spirit too. It does. You're going to feel it. Unless your spirit departs this body, okay? Unless you want to totally separate and exit your mission now. You can do that too. You can exit the earth, and your spirits is no longer going to be in this body, and you won't ever have to be worrying about it. Then your mission here will be over. Yeah, it's not that simple. It really isn't. You can't tune the world out. You can't pretend like nothing's happening or it doesn't affect you. It does affect you because it's the energy is all around the world. What's happening is affecting everybody. Um, well, there are people who will use escape mechanisms. They will. They'll use escape mechanisms to cope with what's happening. I guess that's one way to cope, if you can escape it into some type of a fantasy world, or preoccupy yourself doing something productive, but it's still not going to make it go away. It's still going to be there. And you're still going to have to face it. You're going to have to come to terms with it and face reality. And then you're going to have to make a decision. What are you going to do? Chances are you can't do very much about things that are beyond your control. You can't, but you can prepare yourself spiritually. Okay, this stuff ain't going to go away. It's not. You're going to have it as long as you're on this earth. Um, yeah. Let's see this. Oh, it takes a lot of practice um, to resist. It does. See, I can feel the energy right now. I can feel the emotional, the negative emotional energy coming through the airways. Okay, it's nonstop. It's not going to get up. It don't want to let up. But you can put your armor on. You can envision a bubble around you, a force field, and it will try to keep it away as much as possible. Ground yourself. Do what you got to do, you all, because we can't we can't let it beat us down. We can't. And they have things that they can do that with. They can. They can. They probably can program this energy that's coming through to do certain things, and they can boost the level up. They can increase it. Is what they can do also. Um, but I think that's about all I've got to say, you all. That's it. So if you're feeling an emotional overload, you're not alone. It's coming from the north, south, east, and west. It's affecting everybody all over the world, and it came in. It came on all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it is like the heaviest energy I have felt in a long, 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 long time. And I just hope that it doesn't get any stronger. I hope they don't have another wave of energy coming in, a negative energy. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do. So with that being said, I am going to go. Thank you, moderators, for being on here, and thank you all for taking your time out to listen, and do what you can to maintain that strength within, that peace within, that love within. Okay, because you don't want to go spiraling down. I know it's a heavy, heavy emotional attack on your spiritual body and your physical body, but you've got to stand up against it. You've got to hold yourself together and don't let it take over your whole body. Don't let it do it. It may not be easy to keep that energy off of you and out of your mind, but you've got to try as hard as you can, and your best will be good enough. Okay, but not trying is not going to do you no good. You don't want to get stuck in a stagnated situation, a stagnated frame of mind, to where you literally your body's going to become paralyzed from the emotional duress that you're put in. Yeah, and you won't be able to think. So you've got to stay strong, you all. You do. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you. And thank you once again. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you for taking time out to come on here and talk with me and with others in this YouTube, this live video. Thank you, moderators.